everybody, I'm Seamus.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Rootsgarn.
And we've finally gotten back into a vault.
Yep.
I
sure
say
there'll
we
be
just
plenty
live
of
here.
people here who can explain everything to us and help us out. Oh.
Yeah, so we're here looking for our dad. Instead of we left our vault, we came here to look for our dad, and now we're in a different vault. I do love this robot. This is a clever little bit. The robot is like, you're 200 years late. Please put on your jumpsuit.
If you have misplaced your suit, I am authorized to distribute.
I thought that was...
almost
I got a
preferred
kick
it-
out of that.
Yeah, I agree. Before I didn't pick this, but I would almost preferred it if it like registered it in hours or minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been funny.
You are 2 billion some odd million minutes late. No, actually, that would be pretty closer to seconds, wouldn't it?
You are 100,000 days late.
I don't think I can get through here without putting on the Vault 112's jumpsuit, so... Hey,
you can
I'm
go
in a
through here, but-
jumpsuit again.
You can go through here without the jumpsuit, but you can't get into the pod with the jumpsuit without the jumpsuit.
Oh.
Just like the simulation pod we were in for Operation Anchorage. It won't let you get in without the suit on.
Hey, look!
There it is. Look. There's all
We
the
just
pods.
had great experiences with these.
Oh yay! Another
Tranquility
fantasy
Lounger.
digital world.
Yeah, we went from one digital world to another. Although, yeah, here's another interesting thing. This digital world is in black and white, but the one for Operation Anchorage is in color. Why is...
Well, that's military. That's military technology.
They've got the high
Civilian
end.
usage.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's our dad.
Hey, Dad, can we knock on the window? Dad, what's up?
They're probably just
Oh,
irritate
Liam
them,
Neeson.
tapping on the glass.
Yeah, you can't just pry this sucker open and get him out, which of course would be the most... Like, it won't even let you try. It won't even say, oh, this can't be... It just says, oh, this one's occupied. Like, oh, sorry, Dad, I didn't realize you were in there. I'll find another one. It's like you
Guess
can't
where
even
we're
attempt it.
going.
We're getting into the empty one. Because, of course, this is clearly the most obvious course of action, is just to jump in.
Yeah.
Well, when the moral here is that when your friends and or family members are caught immersed in some sort of warped simulation to the point where they can no longer move about their daily activities, the only solution is to join them. That's been Blizzard's business model for like years now.
Yes. And here we are. And welcome to Leave It to
Oh,
Beaver.
god damn it, I'm a kid again. Oh, this is great. I really wanted to do this
well,
again.
bring up your
Tab.
Pip-Boy. Bring up your
Yeah.
Pip-Boy. I love
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I always love this thing. So yay, I've
And
got
I do that.
watch.
Beautiful day.
I do that all the time. Like, I
Say, you should
hit
go talk
the
to
Pip-Boy
Betty.
and I'm like, oh, it's
She's
the
waiting
watch.
for you
And I'll
over
do
on the
that several
playground.
times during
Have fun,
this.
sport.
Thanks.
So the idea being these people are basically in the Matrix. Oh, there's a dog here. How interesting.
A dog named
Yeah,
Doc.
the monochrome 50s television set matrix.
Oh, someone new to
Yeah,
play with.
it shows them
Like
looking
I
at a
have lately.
TV, but the way this works,
was
these
just
people,
starting to
like,
get
don't
bored.
know that they're in an
Oh, we're
alternate
going to have
reality,
so much
which
fun.
seems like that they would know if they were actually watching it on a TV, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like,
I'm Betty.
who's
I
that
live
TV
here on
for?
Tranquility Lane. Want to
I
play
think
a
maybe
game?
like the TV's a bait and switch sort of thing.
We're going to play a game now, silly. That's what's going on. You don't get to say no. If I want to play a game, you're going to play. And I want
Yeah,
to.
oh
I don't
yeah,
think
this
you
is
understand how this works, kid.
I said
Yeah, and
I want
if you
to
try and
play
kill her,
a
it's an
game.
instant kill
It's easy.
for you. She
You
can,
make
she
two
can
and make
instantly
Yep.
nuke you dead,
And
so you
I'll
gotta be
help you.
careful.
If you don't, then I guess you're stuck here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. A second ago you said bait. You said the screens were bait and switch. What was that?
Yeah, sorry, Mike. Yeah, like the bike, like you get in there, you think they're gonna show you some sort of PSA video, like the Vault and you, but then they broadcast a signal or something that hypnotizes you. And again, I sort of like this, so I'm willing to come up with excuses for it.
It is a strange thing.
There are two ways to tackle this quest. One way you can break into an abandoned house and find the control panel that this person uses to control everything. And
Yeah, the entire simulation.
and basically destroy this matrix. But the other way is so much more funny if you want to be evil. Where's Timmy and his
Yeah.
bomb?
He's running the lemonade stand, I think.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah. Now you have to go into the abandoned house. No, you don't. You only have to go into the abandoned house if you want to
No, you
skip
don't.
Betty's quest. I always do the abandoned house because
Timmy.
doing all this stuff gets you evil karma. But yes, this is
You're a
hilarious.
big,
Oh, only
dumb
3%.
31.
She's harmless anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wanna
It's
play?
blurry on my stream, so I couldn't see.
Yeah, but I still fail.
What? I don't
You could
like
just
her.
punch
She's
him.
creepy. And she laughs at
Yeah.
something that isn't funny.
Whoa, frame drop. That was weird.
So now these kids, we saw outside of the simulation there are like what 4 or 5
I'm gonna
people.
beat you up.
No, there's at least 5. There's 2 couples and the old woman. So Timmy
Yeah.
here must be part of the simulation, because everybody else, everybody else is an adult in the world.
And you said you didn't want to play.
I was hoping
I think
for more than fist
I think
Ah!
it's implied that he
But
can
entertainment has
make
been
people
difficult to come by
different sort
lately.
of.
Consider the game won.
I
I'm
think the
sad.
implication is that he
You win
can
a prize.
make people anything he
Your
wants.
prize is one question,
Yeah.
The doctor.
which I will answer to the best of my ability.
Right, he can switch the people around and make them think they are whoever he wants them to be.
Whoa, what the... Ah! Another frame drop there. That was weird. Okay,
Your father?
Ask where father is, because that's what we're doing.
yeah.
Oh my, what a splendid turn of events. I had no idea the two of you were related. Yes, I have indeed seen him. I'm afraid he's rather unavailable at the moment. Were I you, I'd be more concerned with myself at the moment.
Thank you for
And
not
besides,
answering our question
we're
at
done with
all,
questions.
jackass.
Perhaps we'll address it at a later time.
This guy's just like
First,
Three Dog.
I have something else for you to do.
It's like they were both written by the same person.
Now this is something that irritates me. If you've
Pay
got
a
high
visit to
enough
the rock
computer
there.
skill,
They're
you
very
could
happily
Dr.
married.
Braun's pod.
I
This
keep
is Dr.
teasing
Braun, the
you.
guy who invented the Gek
Put an
and the
end
vaults.
to their marriage.
And he's obviously, he is like the world's biggest griefer. He got himself here into the Matrix, and now he's
Rationalize
got
it
this little
any way
group
you'd
of
like.
people, and he just
If you
torments
succeed,
them and
we'll
torments them,
continue
and
our
he
discussion.
does all these horrible things to them just for his own amusement. And then every once in a while he wipes the slate clean and starts over. Like there's different settings. One's here at Tranquility Lane. Another's like a mountain resort or something, or a tropical island. I forget what they are. Yeah, there you are, bringing up the
Shit.
Yeah.
I can't look at my quest log.
yeah.
Good day to you.
Yeah.
And you don't know what your
sort of
skills
thing you'd wanna
are
hear
and
about.
none of that stuff.
There was that one time Janet waved a
But,
rolling pin at Martha. Oh,
Braun,
but I suppose
Braun
that's
is
not
in
really
the role of
something
a
you
little
should concern
girl.
yourself with.
Now, in the real world,
All
he's
in
got
the
his
past
own
now.
little pod away from everybody else's pod.
Take care now.
And if you've got a high enough computer skill, you can get into his pod, but the game won't let you do anything to it. It just says, oh, this is occupied. And I'm like, no, I've got a grenade. I want to put it in there. I want to blow this guy up. No, it's occupied. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, especially
What
after
can I
the
do for you,
simulation.
sport?
After you break this simulation and you get out of it, you can't do anything
Yeah,
to Braun.
Well,
and how you break the simulation,
she's
incidentally, is
you
by
know,
killing
you really
everyone.
shouldn't keep her waiting.
By murdering all of the other vault
day.
residents with, you know,
They're
a
married?
simulated Chinese explosion.
Why,
And
that's
I
an
guess the
odd sort of
safeties are off
question.
again.
They're like anyone
Chinese
else, I
invasion.
suppose. Got their problems, but they work through them.
Yeah, and that's the
Janet's a
good
good
way
woman.
to end it.
It's
The
a good
evil
thing
way
that
to end it
Roger
is to
came
do
his
all of
senses.
Braun's quests, and he opens a door and
Take
lets
care
you
now.
leave, but he continues to torment these people. Those are your
Quiet,
only two
kiddo.
options. You
What's
can't
the good
just like
word?
go in, shoot
what's a kid
bullets
like you
into
want to know about?
Braun's pod
Kinda
and
cool
leave
stuff
everybody
you're
else to
worried
live
about,
here
don't
as
you
they
think?
please, or
Well, don't
offer
you
them the
worry your
chance to
head
leave
about
or
it.
whatever.
They worked
But
out
then
those
again, they're
problems a while
200
ago.
years old.
Haven't heard
Like,
them
these
fight
pods
in a
evidently
long time.
preserve you, but
Yeah.
they're in no shape. They'd be in no shape to get up and walk around.
Bye-bye.
Which, what kind of plan is this? Okay, you preserve this one group of people, but now they're old.
Good
Okay, they
guess.
survived the nuclear war, but what then? Like, they're not having
Well,
kids.
you know, well, it's a
Where are the
nuclear
Rockwells?
experiment. I mean, or experiments on. So maybe this is what happens if we give a psychopath control of a bunch of people for a long
I don't
time.
understand what. Yeah, and I don't
Yeah.
understand, like, okay, the vaults are an experiment, but, like, who collects the data afterwards?
You don't belong
Okay,
here.
if the world gets
You're not
destroyed,
supposed
we'll
to
run
be
an
here.
Oh.
experiment.
It's not real. None of it.
This is
It
the
needs
one
to
person
end.
who knows
The
what's going
suffering
on,
must end.
or somewhat.
We're not
She
really
knows
here.
something's wrong. This is
We're not
Neo.
really talking.
She knows there's something
all
wrong
made
with the
up.
world, and she can't put her
Make-believe.
finger on
We're
it.
sleeping, dreaming.
What she knows, she can't
Become a
explain.
nightmare. It has to end. It just has to. But we're not in charge. He is. And he doesn't want us to wake up. He calls himself Betty now, but he's still the same. He can put on a new face all he likes, but underneath he's still evil. Braun. Bastard thinks because he helped create this place, he's God here. But I know he still uses the fail-safe terminal. I know it. Don't know. Can't sleep sometimes. Hear voices.
Wait, so why don't you
Only
just use the
scream makes it
fail-safe
feel
terminal?
right. None of this is right.
Yeah,
You've
really.
got
And to
That's
get into
an
the
excellent question.
You've got to
yeah,
find
and the
that
failsafe terminal
fail-safe.
is not that well guarded. It's Simon
It's in the
Says.
abandoned
It's an
house.
infinite
He
retry
doesn't want us
Simon
going
Says
in
game
because
that
he's
helpfully
afraid
tells
we
you when
might
you've
find
gotten the
it.
wrong
It's
answer,
the
so you
only
can start
terminal to
over.
the
It's a little
outside.
guessing
The
game.
only way to shut the whole
Well, actually, just
thing
Simon, but,
down.
like, you
You've
know,
got to
Yeah.
find it.
Beeps and you
Yeah.
have to get them in order.
Yeah, it's like there's several objects in the room. You click on it, and it'll make a ding sound to let you know, yes, that was the right object, or bonk, nope, start
No,
over.
this is the wrong house.
Now, are you gonna do Are you gonna do what Braun wants, or are you gonna just shut the simulation down?
Actually, I think... Oh, there we go. I think Fallout 3 was about to crash there. Froze up. I'm gonna do what, Can I do both?
No.
I don't. Yeah, he's right. Well, wait. What happens if he opens the door for you? You could do the quest until he opens the door and allows you to leave, and then you could go turn on the failsafe.
Let's try that out. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the quest you're on now, you have to make the two sets of parents or you have to make the one couple get divorced, right?
Yeah.
Which is really a quest designed for people with speech,
Good day
and you
to
don't
you.
have a lot
Yeah.
of that right now. So you might not be able to do it.
I think
I'll
the
give it a
easiest
shot.
is to
That's
plant
not
the
anything for
underwear.
you to be asking about. Our marriage is
Oh, I didn't
our
even know
business
about how
and
you
it's
could do that.
private.
I haven't done this in so long, I don't
Stand
remember
up
any
and
of...
Just leave us alone. Bye-bye.
Good day to you.
What a horrible thing to say.
God damn it,
Is
I'm
that
failing
worthy
everything!
of a joke?
In a way,
Well,
there's
it
kind
looks-
of a satire of
Goodness.
like
What
50s
kind of a question is
Leave It to
that?
Beaver stuff,
Mabel didn't put you
and
up
then
to
you know
this, did she?
there's all these very
What a silly
sterile
thing to
looking,
ask
you know,
about.
bright and shiny
Yeah.
50s archetypes, but in truth, there's all kinds
Bye-bye.
of tension and murderous impulses hidden under this facade. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Okay, so what do I do to get through this quest? You seem to remember?
Yeah.
I think you.
I like how
fucking-
it specifically
woman's
states
underwear.
that you shouldn't kill either of them.
You
Yeah,
can kill the
can
other
you?
person and blame them.
I don't know.
What you can do is you can steal her rolling pin and then beat the woman, the other woman to death, and then blame it on the wife. You might need speech for that.
Like a 10-year-old kid is gonna bludgeon someone to death with a rolling pin.
Apparently.
Well, it's a computer simulation.
You have nothing interesting to place on the desk at this time. So I've got to steal women's underwear and put it on his desk?
Two
Is that
possibilities
basically...
that I know of. Steal whatever the other woman's name is, underwear, and place it on his work desk. Because I think she mentions that at some point. Another thing is that you can steal the woman's rolling pin, the wife's rolling pin, and beat the other woman to death with it.
Hello.
I think it's this person. So let's,
Yes.
I don't care how good your pickpocket is, you're not going to steal the pair she's wearing.
Ah, here we go.
What are you going to do, ask her for her underpants?
No, there was some on the
Well,
bed
no,
there.
you find him in her, on her dresser.
Hello.
Okay, so I got the underwear. Got
You
to
gotta place
get...
it on the guy's workbench. Which
Yeah.
is
And then, how do we trigger her finding it?
I think you might talk to her. Like, I saw something on your workbench while I was sneaking around your house for no adequately explored reason.
Hello.
Good day to you.
So you talk to her?
What were you doing in our basement? What's down there? Okay, if you say so.
What were you doing in the basement? You weren't planting false evidence, were you?
And you know, you have... Yeah, assuming you were just wandering around her house and finding stuff in the basement, you'd have no real reason to assume this wasn't hers.
Down here?
Right, exactly. Or even that she didn't put it there
What?
herself.
What the hell is this?
Like, maybe that's where she puts her laundry.
Except that, you know, it's kind of
Is
gross
it
and
mine?
unhygienic.
What is this doing here? Roger. He would.
This is like the only place where the bad dialogue is awesome.
You could accuse him of cheating on her or cross-dressing.
Roger, you son
Why
of a
can't you
bitch.
accuse him of both? Curse you and your lack of options, Bethesda.
He's cheating on a cross-dresser.
Alright, so you did it.
Poor Janet.
You
I
have
just don't
turned out to be quite
understand.
resourceful,
How did it
seems.
come to this? Why does my wife hate me now? Why is a moppet running around,
I
stealing everyone's
enjoy your
underwear and
company
planting it
far
on
more than your
workbenches?
father's. He responded quite negatively to my request.
Why have you taken such an interest in my marriage?
You have amused me thus far, but I still don't think you're quite in a position to be demanding anything. Still, I suppose you've earned the right to some further answers. What would you ask of me? Your father, frustrating as he was, recognized the
Where's
significance
my father now?
of
Oh.
some of my previous work. He came to gather information on it. He was most pleased to be able to ask me directly, but he failed to understand how things work here. He was unwilling to compromise, to do anything I asked of him, and so our discussions ended. If you continue to behave and do as I ask, I may be willing to release both of you. But first, you have work to do.
I don't even know what comes
now
next.
that's the spirit. Let's raise the stakes. I'd like you to kill Mabel Henderson.
But do put some effort into it.
Mabel
Make it
Henderson.
creative. Beating her to death simply won't suffice.
That's right, the killer.
Music to my ears.
Okay. Who is Mabel Henderson?
Is that the
And
old
which-
woman?
No, that's Dithers.
Good day.
So you have to be creative with it. Like, what if you knit a cardigan and then beat her to death with that? Or like beat her to death
What
with
if you got
hose
her-
or
We
to
could do
death.
that.
Get her started smoking, and then wait for her to die of cancer decades later.
Hello.
Alright, so...
Good day to you.
Let's see, how can we... roller skate? Okay, I'm liking this idea.
I kind of like the Mr. Gutsy, but it takes way too long.
Wait, you can
There's
do
one
a
where you
Mr.
can put on a.
Gutsy?
There's one where you can put on some
No,
kind of mask and use a knife. You'd like this little Jason
No, that's-
killer.
No, that's the next one. That's the next one.
Oh.
But no, you can stick her her Mr. Handy on her. But the problem is she runs all over the place and the robot's kind of slow. So it literally took like 15 minutes for the thing to kill her. And you can't leave during that time, so it attacks you too.
Oh! There, she died. I'm kind of annoyed that I missed that, because I was looking for her.
Oh.
Oh well.
It's actually pretty stupid looking. Like she walks up to the
Yeah,
takes about
I'm
a foot in front of the skate, and then she just ragdolls.
I said that, and then I was like, man, I'm stupid. This is Bethesda animation.
Oh, a roller
Yeah, you
skate
thought it
on
was
the
gonna be like this
stairs?
wacky,
Oh my, that is
this
simply
huge
inspiring.
spill down the stairs.
You are most resourceful, and you certainly do
No,
get
Bethesda
results.
Bethesda doesn't
You
even
have
see the point of
exceeded my
animation. It just lets
expectations.
you use your imagination to
And
fill
now,
this sort of thing
we
in.
come to the last task
Which that
I
wouldn't
have
be
for
so
you.
bad if the
Succeed,
writing was a
and
little
you shall be
tighter
granted
and encouraged you. Like, I
whatever
don't
you
have
wish.
anything against low
I
graphics,
think you'll
but
find
you
that
know,
I've
when
been
you're
quite honest
you
with
can't
thus
have
far.
poor
You have
graphics
no
and poor
discernible
writing.
reason to
You've
mistrust
got to
me.
have one of those two.
In the
You're either
dark
asking the
house,
player
out
to fill in the
behind
gaps
the
with their
abandoned hall,
imagination,
are a
or
mask
you're
and
filling in
knife.
all those gaps
Don the
visually.
mask and
Yeah.
But the
become
two
the
combined
big
just makes
size
everything
slasher.
feel cheap.
Use the knife to eliminate all the residents of Tranquility Lane. He is a figure
So
of
I guess
youth.
this is me becoming
Born of
Jason. So
old
I could either become
vampire
Jason
stories.
or
You will
or
make it reality.
go the good
residents
karma
will
route
know you,
and
and
kill
they
everybody
will
the other
fear
way.
you. When they have all been eliminated,
Yeah, well, these people won't
Return
really
to me.
die. I mean, this isn't like the safeties are off for them. He can bring them back.
Yeah.
They aren't actually released from the simulation when you kill them this way.
Are you mad? I've been here for almost 200 years. My body is in no condition to be used for anything. And yet here in Tranquility Lane, I am as strong and youthful as I care to be. No, I think I'll stay here, thank you. And you will now do
So
as
do we want to do the slasher or do we want to
awaits.
Oh, the slasher, for sure.
Okay.
I think we should do the slasher and then turn on the failsafe and kill everybody that way. Even though it gets you a little bit of good karma, then everybody gets to see both endings.
Okay, I don't
Did he
remember
ever explain the dog?
He said it was like no. He said it was like hidden in a fire hydrant? Did he say? I don't know.
Well, your quest
I
marker is
missed that
working.
dialogue. Oh yeah,
Like,
that's
look,
right.
you have a quest.
Okay, I think this is it.
Right.
This is the stupidest looking mask ever.
I don't know. I definitely would not want somebody that looked like that to kill me.
It needs something. Oh, can you find
Height?
a summer hat?
Yes. Okay, let's sneak around and murder everybody ninja style.
Go ninja,
That
go ninja,
person
go.
is crouched.
Are they all running away from you already?
Well, one of them is.
Seamus,
Oh, 'cause you're wearing
do you
the
honestly think
mask,
that you
of
would not
course.
run away from that?
But I'm
Yeah,
hidden.
I forgot about the mask. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
It is.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, this is gonna
At least you
suck.
don't have to. At least you don't have to hit them more than once.
Oh God!
Some of them actually.
I like how the music's still playing. The Tranquility Lane theme is still playing.
Oh wait, you're dead. Yeah, I guess we'll just sweep the houses.
I did try attacking the Mr. Gutsy. I mean, the Mr. Handy with the knife. That didn't work out so well.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I would
Does
not
he have like
predict
plasma
victory.
weapons?
God, help! Help! Just getting jumpy. Whatever it was, I guess it's gone now.
Wow, she just went from oh god, help,
Oh,
help
God,
to I'm
help,
just getting
help.
jumpy.
Yeah. Whatever. I've got better things to do. I love NPCs in Bethesda games.
I know. You're disjointed talking.
Oh, fuck it. Why do I even bother with sneak attacks?
Oh God!
Some of the things wrong with their speech could be fixed so easily. Like, you know, they have 10 combat taunts. They just need to keep track of which ones are being used and make sure that 3 people don't use the same taunt at the same time, or that you don't use, you know, the same one twice in a row,
Please leave me alone.
and that they don't say
Yeah.
them every 5 seconds. You know, combat taunts are like once a minute.
It's like he's a grown man, and he's running away from a little kid with a knife.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
You're a masochist!
Come back! I should have just summoned the commandos.
Yeah, well, and we were gonna do that.
Well, you can't do that now
That's
that
still-
I've killed people.
Oh yeah.
The whole
that
point
doesn't-
is that
yeah,
they
now that
kill
they're
them
all-
and they die forever.
But can you
Yeah.
can you summon the Chinese commandos anyway?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Get away.
Well, you know what? It's kind of time-consuming to do the
More
fail-safe thing.
time-consuming than running around and chasing people into their houses and murdering them?
Well, no, but we don't want to do both in this Let's Play, is what I'm saying.
That's fair. You'll probably just
Yeah.
say something like error, subjects not found anyway.
Oh God!
I'll bet you're exactly
Yeah.
right. I'll bet you this is designed to be exclusive, mutually exclusive endings.
Please leave me alone.
Yeah, wow, this is annoying. I would not have chosen this path if I had realized how tedious this would be. Still, this should be
Yeah,
the
I'm never
last
listening
one.
to you guys again.
Sorry. I'm sorry I don't know anything about being evil in video games. I always go for the good path. I always go
Yeah,
for the
me
good
too.
path with a
Most
few
enjoyable.
compromises
Most
for
enjoyable
killing the
indeed.
jerks that
I
piss me
haven't
off.
felt this exhilarated in years.
I had a distinct impression you enjoyed yourself. We are like, you and I. Now, you asked for the means to leave Tranquility Lane, and so I grant it to you. The door is open.
You are, of course, welcome to stay a bit longer if you like.
Why the fuck would I stay?
Why would you stay? Oh, hang around this place full of dead people. That is your dad, by
I've
the
given
way.
you
We never
permission to
got
leave.
that. We never got him to reveal
I'm
that.
even being
But
so
he
gracious
turned
as
your
to allow
dad
your
into a
father
dog.
to exit as well. His presence here failed to amuse me some time ago.
Okay, so I guess I can't tell him to follow me.
No, you just go through the door and Dad wakes up.
By the way, the dog is immortal, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll bet if you stab him, Dad won't bring it
Son.
up later.
You've saved me. I was afraid I'd be trapped in there forever.
Nope.
It's so
Doesn't
good to
bring
see
anything
you,
up.
but what are you doing here?
Another place
Hey
where
guys,
we can't
I'm
actually
seeing a
answer the
missing
question.
option here. Everybody was trying to kill me because of you.
No, we can't seem to say.
all this
We
way
can't
and
seem
risk
to answer
life
his
for
question.
answers.
Like, I understand some
must be
games
important to you.
leave out an option you'd like to take, but when the game leaves out the actual ability to answer a question in a reasonable
where you
manner,
belonged.
I think that's pretty
You were an
awful.
adult, capable of fending
We
for
cannot
yourself,
answer his
and you
question.
had a good life ahead of
Yeah, a
you.
good
What's
life
out
for
here
the next
is my
half
time,
hour.
My responsibility. I never wanted you to have any part of this insanity.
You know who's insane? The fucking
Project Purity was
administrator!
underway long before you were born. There were many of us, including
Pretty
your mother,
dumb not to
who
be
felt
able
our
to see
lives
that.
good. The idea of free, clean water for everyone drove us to succeed.
Yes,
So
we
many
know. We've heard this
sacrifices
from at
were
least
made
3
for
different
that.
sources, one of whom
My
was
responsibility
you.
is to see it through to the end, to make sure those sacrifices mean something.
My responsibility
what about
is to see this
Why, in
useless
fact, are you
project that
outside
people
the
don't
vault at
need
all?
and that makes no
I
sense
don't even want to
through
know
all
how
the way
you
to
got
the
out.
end, no matter
As
how
much as I
much fabulous
appreciate your
technology
help,
I
you're
need to
supposed to
destroy in
stay
the
there
process,
to make a
or how many
life
people
wanna
need
know
to
the
die
biggest-
pointlessly.
Irony of the whole Project Purity thing with, you were talking about last episode, how stupid it was
Yes.
to try to purify the whole Potomac.
Yeah.
Is that so? You're 19 years old.
Like,
Are you
I don't
so
think we'll
sure you
really
know
run
what
into
you
this in
want
Broken
to
Steel,
do?
so I'll give this out,
I suppose it
this
doesn't
spoiler out
matter.
now. You hear people
I
talking
suspect
about
there's
how
no going back for either of us.
the Mirelurks
We'll
are
just
dying
forge on ahead,
because
won't we?
the water is purified now and they can't live in it. So you're taking the ecosystem that sprung up after the war and killing it, meaning less food for people.
Yeah,
Well,
people
let's
eat
Mirelurks.
Mirelurks. Yeah, I mean, we've still got 200-year-old mashed potatoes
That's
to
my
eat.
boy.
Those apparently
Let's
never run
hurry.
out.
Now
The
that
other
I know
thing
what
I
you
love
need,
is
I
that
want
when
to
you
get
jump
back
in
to
the
work as
Potomac
soon as
after you
possible.
do all this, it's still radiated. Everybody talks about, oh, free, clear water. It's still radiated to
The
crap.
vault you grew up in had its own water purification system. Clean water was never a worry.
Which kind of ticked me off because
Out
I was
here,
hoping to
things are
use it as a
Water
shortcut.
out here is never clean.
It's actually nice to be able to swim
Almost
across the
always
Potomac and fill in
irradiated.
a few of those
It's
points.
barely able to sustain
Yeah.
any kind of normal life. If we can change that, humanity has a real
And
chance
it's almost
of
always
rebuilding.
irradiated, barely
Starting
able
over.
to sustain any life.
Be careful, my son.
But then they complain because when you actually do fix the water, it actually stops sustaining life. It's almost as if nobody paid attention to anything. You know one of those projects where like you write a paragraph and then you hand the paper to somebody else and they write a paragraph and then they hand the paper over and somebody else writes a paragraph and you write a story that way? That's what this feels like. Nobody paid any attention to what came before. And so it's this completely disjointed thing. Now, some people make the mistake of actually trying to escort Dad all the way to Rivet City. But you
Yeah,
can
that's a bad
completely-
idea.
Yeah, you can fast travel and skip the whole trip because it sucks just following him and fighting every mole rat and radroach between here and Rivet City because that is a hike. I did part of it for laughs. Well, not laughs, just to like see what would happen. And yeah, it was painful. It took a while. It took a long time.
He can't figure out how to open the door. Yes! I'm glad you guys told me to close that.
Awesome. Are you a scientist or not, Dad? I'm a smart scientist. Like, what makes you a scientist in a world with no formal system of education? You just put on a lab coat and start calling yourself doctor.
Well, that was Bethesda's ripoff of The Matrix. God, he's such a terrible shot. You have fun, Dad!
His combat taunts are ridiculous as well.
Apparently all of my bindings got reset.
Yeah, like, if we have to be violent about this, I will. And he's talking to, like, a rat.
Yes. Yes, he taunts animals that he fights. punch the mole rat. Punch it.
That would require touching it, Seamus.
They are foul, aren't they?
Alright, so, I think that's it for this episode.
I think so too.
Well,
I think this is a good stopping point. So join us next time when we go to Rivet City and have a ridiculous conversation.
One of many.